What's going on, boys? And today we're going to be going over some SUBROZA evidence. Now, I've been meaning to get this done for a while because this shit's out of control. I'm sure you guys have all seen the Richard Lewis show and him putting out some of that evidence. And I'm sure by this point as well, you guys have seen the coin video. So we're going to just jump right into this, boys. Okay, boys, so this first clip is one that's been floating around very recently, and this is SUBROZA with his Deagle on aimbots, I believe it is. And, you know, people are calling this out left, fucking right, and center, that he's aimbotting in this. Now, boys, I just want to throw out the disclaimer here. I know this was in Coin's video, and Coin goes over some very good points about the way it's moving and the way SUBROZA's moving and missing long-range shots and whatnot. But the disclaimer right here is, boys, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When you're using a small FOV aimbot, it's very hard, almost impossible to detect it with the naked eye. And I'm not going to sit here and go over a clip like this Deagle thing and call it fucking cheats, boys. Because if you watch any professional player play an aimbot like this, it's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts, no matter how you look at it. So whether he's cheating or not, you're not going to see fuck all in this Deagle clip. Yes, his aim does make it look sketchy. I will agree 100%. It does look fucking weird, but like I said, I'm not going to sit here and call this cheats, boys. Does this shit look sketchy? Of course it does. But go watch anyone else, any of the other pros fucking play aimbots. Their aim's insane just as well. But I understand what Coin is saying and the way he does these jerky movements, and some of his shots don't even go near the guy's head, and then the other ones he just gets like 10 in a row. So boys, I'm not going to call this one cheats, and I just want you guys to know this is probably why a lot of the professionals actually get away with cheating at a high level, because the smart ones wouldn't use the aim locks through the wall to get information. They would just purely try to play naturally and use a small FOV to gain a little bit of an advantage. But I guess they need a big advantage. Now, boys, I was having a lot of trouble finding these train clips. Most of the other clips for SUBROZA I could find. But this one, and a few others I couldn't find. So, Richard, I'm stealing your sexy goddamn face, and I'm putting you these clips that you had on here. So anyway, in this clip from the Richard Lewis show, be sure to tune in. You can clearly see that fucking SUBROZA comes down the ladder, and he does this fucking weird-ass circular movement onto the player model. Now, boys, if you research into some of these clips SUBROZA has, this seems to be a bit of a trend. Okay, boys? You can also see it in these next two clips here. And SUBROZA, if you're doing this as a troll and you're trying to be a professional player, man, it's not fucking funny. If you are coming and watching my fucking videos and saying that I'm a fucking retard for making these fucking videos, bro, this is why. Because sketchy shit like this happens. So, if we're ever going to get down to see if pros are actually cheating, and this is all a fucking troll, man, what you're doing is a fucking joke, okay? I don't think it's a troll. I think there's something else going on here. When I was first watching this one on Train, when he's walking through the halls and he does it, I kind of thought that was a troll. I was thinking, what the fuck is he doing? But then you see a lot of these clips where he's doing this weird circular movement, and especially when he goes down the ladder, I don't think that's a troll. Why would he be doing that in a serious situation like that? So boys, this is one of the big things for the evidence against SUBROZA, is these weird fucking circular movements right here. Now, boys, before we get into the next part, I want to warn you guys, if you don't want any sort of brain cancer, I'd probably just skip over this part right here. This is just going to show you guys the kind of people that are on the internet. So this gentleman here thinks that this old SUBROZA clip where he is looking into the vents through the wall. So this guy thinks, oh, Dan M, he heard the vent break. He heard the vent break, so he can't be cheating. He heard it break. Actually, bud, you're making the case for him even worse. Just because he broke the vent, why would he look there? What would be the point to look there? If he broke the vent, there'd be no point to look through the wall there. Okay, what is that accomplishing? What is looking through the wall accomplishing? You already heard that the vent's broken. What he's probably doing is he hears the vent break, and he's checking with his cheats to see if the guy's been boosted. Alright, boys, this clip is on Mirage here. Like, what can you say about this? He locks onto the guy twice through the wall to get information. I mean, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of other people's, I don't see the point of looking into the van there. I really don't see the point, especially in that type of situation when people could be pushing you. There's no good explanation. Honestly, the most logical explanation is that he's on the fucking gear. I mean, I don't know what to say. He just flicks right on to him twice through the wall, and they both seem like logical times to get information. The first time he doesn't know he's there. Oh, he does know he's there. Second time he's wondering if he's moved to push up. Oh, he hasn't. Oh well. Now, boys, again, this one is on Mirage. And nothing too shady, and then all of a sudden, wham! All of a sudden, wham! All of a sudden, wham! He just snaps onto the guy in connector, and the problem is, boys, with his sensitivity, a lot of these things look sketchy. I mean, the way he flicks around looks sketchy, but the problem happens when he starts doing it into the walls. Ones like this, in my complete opinion, are not the worst of them. The worst ones are when he's doing the ones through the wall. Now, am I right now giving him advice of how to cheat and not get caught? Possibly, boys. I don't know. But in my opinion, these ones aren't as bad. It's the ones through the wall. Because if you have a high sensitivity, it doesn't matter. If you're playing at a professional level, you know how to control your mouse. You don't just flick into the wall by accident all the time. Alright? It just doesn't happen. And not this much in such a short period of fucking time. I mean, this guy has only been in the pro scene for what, like 2 months now? And the amount of fucking clips, boys, is insane. He's pulling a fucking flusher. So, this is just another clip, boys. This next clip is also a Mirage. And you have him flicking around like a fucking Adderall freak here. And, you have him flicking on to Jungle. You have him flicking on to CT. And again, he clips the guys a few times with his crosshair. And you even hear, one of the announcers say, "Oh, he's got great game sense." Now,
SUBROZA just has a sick game sense right there. Almost hitting that shot like 5 times in the smoke.
Opinion, it sounds like he's being sarcastic. But take it as what you see, boy.
You know, how is he getting all those likes? He's buying likes, 100%.
How is he getting all those likes? He's buying likes, 100%.
Sorry, boys. I had to throw this one in because it just shows the mindset, the perception of a cheater. If you're successful at something, you've got to be cheating. You've got to be doing something to get around the system. You can't be doing it by yourself naturally. So I just wanted to throw this in as a he has a perception of a cheater as well. You can't be successful unless you're cheating. Here we are again, boys. Classic SUBROZA. As he's jumping down, you can see him lock on a bit and start shooting through the smoke. Not too crazy, in my opinion, but I mean, if he's gonna fucking lock on every single time, I might as well make a clip about every single one, because there's no way these are all fucking. Well, this is just him. He has such good game sense. He locks onto everyone through smokes and through walls. That's just how much of a professional he is. 19 years old, man. Woo! This guy's gone pro. He's nuts. And then as you see him moving up the ramp there, he like locks on through the smoke and does like one random shot. What a guy. Okay, boys. Now these next few clips, in my opinion, are some of the sketchiest ones we have here. In this first clip, this one might not be that bad. He could have just heard him and was looking around for him, but instead he was in the smoke. But this first one, he locks on into the smoke. Like I said, he could have just heard him and like, what the fuck? Turned his mouse, and the guy was in the smoke. No big deal, really, with this one. But after watching all these other clips, boys, I think this one is pretty substantial. These next clips, again, I couldn't find this, so I had to steal it from Richard again. But this one, he comes out, and it looks like he does 2 locks. Okay, boys? And, again, how's this? It's like the Flusha thing, man. How's he doing this many locks? And Flusha, after getting called out on all this, just stopped. So we'll see if SUBROZA either gets fucking banned, or he just stops doing what he's doing. And then last but not least, boys, we have this utterly bullshit fucking Mirage ones. I don't know how... SUBROZA, explain yourself. Watch this video, buddy, and explain yourself. What are you doing? Okay? Why are you not looking in spots where enemies could be peeking? Instead, you're locking on to them through the walls. Doesn't make any sense, bud. And, the worst part about all this evidence, boys, is not in-game itself. Well, the in-game stuff obviously is the majority of the evidence, boys. But if you start looking into SUBROZA and you start looking into cheating websites, you're going to start finding a lot of evidence that suggests that he was on cheating websites. There's a bit of evidence that shows one cheating website. He used to play in another game and used to play semi-pro, maybe pro or something. And this one cheating website, there's an account, and on the website he's trying to sell his old professional account. And if you go to his profile, it had said what he was there for was for cheats for that game. Now, when somebody posted this, 2 hours later, it was changed and deleted, and that was taken off. And on the forum post, he said he was SUBROZA. Now, he publicly denied this with a bunch of bullshit. There's also many other cheating sites where you can look up his name, and like this one here, it shows, this is basically his real name, and shows his age and where he's from. Now, really, like, there's just that many people in Montreal with the same name and the same age? Guys, he's full of shit, man. And honestly, this is one of the worst cases, I think, boys. I honestly think, out of all the pros, man, I think this guy's probably the worst one. All this evidence in this short period of time, plus all these cheat websites with all that evidence. There's a guy I know named Fodder. I don't know if you know him, and he's actually collecting some evidence about. And it's fucking him. It's fucking him on these cheat websites. So it's all adding up, boys, and I think this guy's gonna get in trouble real soon. I think something's gonna happen really soon. And he's full of shit. And this needs to stop, because if he's getting away with cheating at this level, it's just gonna start ramping up, boys, and it's gonna get out of control, guys. So thanks very much for watching my videos, guys. As always, guys, please give me a like. That's gonna help so much. And boys, just remember, I'm gonna be starting my Patreon this week. So if you guys can even contribute $1 or $2 to me, that would be awesome, man. I put a lot of work into this. Like, this is my day off. I've been working my ass off over fucking almost 60 hours this week. So for me to come home and to just fit this into my tight schedule, man, I'd really appreciate it, guys. So again, guys, thanks for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Love you guys, and thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye.